hello. Arrow After Dark here. I had someone comment on a recent short of mine. Hey, speaking of non-mainstream TTRPGs, when are we getting a review on Girlframe? And then they proceeded to say, no, this is actually a joke. You shouldn't actually review it. But for any mech girlies out there, I know how many of you love Lancer. And I was just like, wait, what? Apparently, it's the most provocative thing they've seen since Kinks and Cantrips, which, if you don't know, is a supplement for D&D 5e that brings like BDSM into the game and makes it its own subsystems within that game. I had no idea what this was. So I look it up. And I wanted to do a live reaction to what the heck this is, because Girlframe, get in the frame, obey your handler. Girlframe is a TTRPG using the Power of the Apocalypse engine, specifically the version designed for Apocalypse keys, to tell a story about lesbian pilots forced into half-living mech suits and sent by their handler to kill Gorgons, eldritch beings from outside reality. I haven't seen it, but it makes me think very Evangelion. This is an ashcan, but is a fully playable game, including 6 girl playbooks, including the Mockingbird, New Girl, Stim Blessed, and Causality, 6 frame playbooks, including the Prince, Consume, and Wyvern Point 4, 3 handler playbooks, the Mistress, the Dog Runner, and the Scientist, 6 different classes of Gorgons and 4 different types, including the Mother, Incubus, and Doppelganger, and 1 Harpy Corrupted Girl playbook, and 1 Rebel playbook. So this is a whole mess of things that ostensibly is Powered by the Apocalypse, which I love. I love Powered by the Apocalypse, and deals with lesbian mech pilots, where it's all about, I don't even know if it's not safe for work or not. I don't know if what I'm looking at is safe to bring to a play group if you're not expecting that sort of thing. So there's a Discord here. There's character sheets that you can look at line. There's inspiration. Oh, 86. Hey, actually, I like 86 too. And Armored Core, as you would expect from a mech game. No Lancer though. This game does not appear to be inspired by Lancer. It's Evangelion, Gundam, Heaven Will Be Mine, the mechsploitation genre. What is mechsploitation? Is that the genre where there's a bunch of sad anime girls in mech suits fighting things? I don't even know what mechsploitation is. This is fantastic art though. I'll say this is beautiful artwork. So I don't know if it's a solo dev. I know nothing about this aside from one comment that said, hey, you should review this as a joke. So then I looked into it and suddenly I get this. What are some of the screenshots that they have? The Mockingbird. This is one of the playbooks. Yes, this is one of the playbooks where in Powered by the Apocalypse, I'm assuming for Apocalypse keys, the playbooks are different stylizations. They're your character class, but less limiting. In Powered by the Apocalypse, broadly speaking, it is usually tags. It is, I think it's normally a 2d6 system. So it will be, you gain different degrees of success based off how good you roll, and your playbooks will give you different abilities that will add different strengths that you have. So the Mockingbird fell to the Gorgons, becoming a Harpy, a corrupted girl. The Foundation, whatever that is, took you back, ripped you out of void space with a cold hand, deprogrammed and reprogrammed you back into working order, purging what the Gorgons put in your head and body with scalpels and chemicals. You were a human and you tasted what it was like to be a dream. Now you're less than either. Cool. I dig it. I rock it. Bad at being a person. Is this... So this is Powered by the Apocalypse stuff. Like you roll 2d6 plus your power, and then on an 8 to 10 you get one thing, on 11 plus you get another thing, on 7 or less you get a different thing. When you try to hold a conversation, spend heat, I assume that's like juice from City of Mist, and roll. You may not explain what you mean out of character. So when you try to hold a conversation, you have to roll and you have to spend a resource. And you are not allowed to clarify out of character because you're bad at being a person. On an 8 to 10, pick 3 you can do, all others you can't. Human words, normal sentence structure, fluid body language, correct facial expressions, polite eye contact, deception. If you want to lie to someone convincingly, you will have to choose deception, human words, and normal sentence structure. But you're stiff-backed, you are completely misrepresenting your facial expressions, you're not able to look at them. I mean, I kind of love this. I'm not gonna lie. This is very funny to me, but also very evocative. I assume this is part of being a Mockingbird, but I have no idea. And then on an 11 plus, you pick 4, but they give you a tag based on whichever ones you can't do. And if this is anything like City of Mist, which is my main exposure to the Powered by the Apocalypse system, a tag is more permanent. So rolling well hurts you long term. And then on a 7 minus, you pick 2 or abandon the conversation immediately. So you might only have human words and eye contact and nothing else. Crazy. Absolutely insane. Disobey orders. I assume this is a move you can do. Just like with bad at being a person is presumably a move you can do. When you disobey a direct order from a superior, you lose status, spend heat, and then roll. I assume all of those are bad things. On an 8 to 10, again, 2d6 system, 7 is average. So if you have any bonus to this, on average, you're going to be getting it. You can disobey and pick 1. If your handler finds out, they'll punish you. Why is punished bolded? Give yourself a tag and gain 1 to 2 heat. Erase a marked identity or reject a marked tag. Tell someone to follow you. If they act immediately and without thinking, they can. What? On an 11 plus, you can disobey, but only if you act now and without thinking. Gain 2 heat. If your handler finds out, they punish you. What is punishing in this game? Is this Bound Chicka Wow Wow? On a 7 or minus, your programming halts you in your tracks and you can't bring yourself to fight back. Your handler will still likely punish you if you find out. Oh my gosh. Mistress. You can play as a mistress. As one of the handlers. Handler Walter. From Armored Core 6. But he calls you a good boy or a good girl. Girls aren't too bad. Most handlers are cruel, but you prefer the gentler approach. They're so starved for praise, for affection, for love. If they get just a taste, they'll do anything for you. And they're kind of cute, aren't they? When they think you're the only one who cares about them, you can give them what they want, as long as they put in the effort to earn it. Additional plays you get. Give praise and conditional love, not unconditional love, conditional love. Wow. Gently brush aside their boundaries and personal space. Catch more flies with honey. I mean, that's just, yeah, that's a saying for a reason. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. It's $10. I don't know if I can in good conscience recommend this because I don't know anything about it, but just to be sure, if you're of age and interested, the link will probably not be in the description just in case, but you have the ability to look it up. Girlframe by Anxious Mimic RPGs. Apparently it's really good. I read some of the comments about it and apparently high class. Okay, enjoy. Bye bye.